everyone. This is Desiree with California Fight League. Welcome to the fights.
Welcome to the beautiful city of Victorville, California for another night of crazy good cage fighting. It's California Fight League 13. Hey everybody, I'm Jay Adams alongside perennial top 10 UFC vet Joe Daddy Stevenson and very dangerous world champion Muay Thai expert Lisa the Black Widow King. Guys, what a pleasure, first off, to be commentating with you, two world champions. Secondly, California, an embarrassment of riches when it comes to fighters. I know that California Fight League has put together yet another killer card.
I'm so excited. Some of the most hungry fighters in the United States reside in Southern California, and they're going to show their skills tonight.
And one of the things that I like is that everybody here puts it on the line. They come here, they put on a show, because you only have one chance. You really have the best of the best here in California, and that's what we're going to see tonight.
And I believe the main event, there is a strap at stake. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe Daddy.
For sure. Somebody's leaving a champion, somebody's leaving second place.
Amazing fights in store for you tonight. You're not going to want to miss it. Crazy good knockouts coming at you right now. Let's go cage side, Sonny Franco.
Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting under the blue corner. He's a train-a-killer style fighter. Standing 5 feet and 7 inches tall, he won it officially at 126 pounds even. Tonight, he enters the cage with a record consisting of 3 wins against 1 defeat, representing a true MMA training lab, and fighting out of Coachella Valley by way of El Centro, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Doom Rodriguez. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the cage out of the red corner. He's an MMA style fighter, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall. He won it officially at 125 pounds even. Tonight, he enters the cage undefeated. 3 wins with 0 losses, representing Adrenaline MMA and fighting out of San Bernardino, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Johnny Fearless Foster. Once again, your referee in charge, Mylan Ayers, to give the final instructions.
All right, guys, we went over the instructions in the back. Protect yourselves at all times. Follow my commands at all times. We're going to have a clean, fair fight. If you want to touch it up, do it now.
No touching here in the flyweight division between Mark Doom Rodriguez and Johnny Fearless Foster. These guys do not like each other. You saw Rodriguez calling first round, you're going down. You saw Fearless saying not a chance. This is going to be a scrap at 125.
They have not taken their eyes off of each other. Both fighters coming out orthodox. Johnny doing a front push kick, Spartan style.
He's just smiling. And
Johnny has an unnormal reach right now. Look how long his arm span is. Mark coming right down the middle. Mark training with such people such as Cub Swanson, TJ Dillashaw, Juan Archuleta. He's got some great training partners. Johnny maybe trying to intimidate him. I can't believe he's keeping his hands down like that.
oh,
That is very dangerous against Mark Doom Rodriguez. He has very good hands, heavy hands.
Now, Mark kind of following him around. You want to cut him off. You got to be careful. Johnny looking to catch that kick, maybe get a takedown. Neither fighter has really showed that they're threatening the takedown, like it's part of their strategy. It's almost like they're upset at each other and trying to end it on their feet. Wow, Mark diving underneath that. Johnny diving underneath that. They both thrown with bad intentions.
Yeah, a lot of power for 125 from both of them. You can see them like 2 bulls slamming into each other. You can see the amount of power.
Oh, that was a beautiful step off cross, maybe. Looks like he just moved out of the way. Superman punch.
Like a matador.
Mark's getting upset and he's starting to come forward.
oh,
Mark's
He's
shaking
so
it up.
intense, isn't he? The
Mark is
intensity.
intense. Johnny looks like he's there to have fun.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, that was everything he hits.
Guys, 25-pounders always give the best fights because they go at it. They condition their bodies for war. I was always, as a little guy, always jealous of the heavyweights because we always had to do so much more. There's so much. They're so entertaining. It's amazing to watch them.
Well, I know they said it wasn't going to go past the first round, but I think we're getting it.
I can't say who's won this round. I mean, Mark has definitely cut him off and been the aggressor. So if you had to give it one way,
Well, Johnny has definitely landed some punches, but it's ineffective to Mark.
Guys, what kind of in-between round adjustments would you give these flyweights?
start cutting them off, put them against the fence, work the body, dirty box.
There's too close in the center of the ring. I mean, I'm entertained, don't get me wrong. But, there we go.
Now, was he off balance there, coming in with like a knee?
Yeah, I think he slid more than got dropped.
But then again, Mark definitely helped him go down.
I like how Rodriguez ducks under those straight rights of Foster. He's avoided a lot of damage. Oh, but he caught that combination.
Oh!
He almost ducked under the kick, and the knee kind of hit him in the head there. That can rock you. And then he gets right back up and comes forward. I'm sure he's used to getting hit by some powerful punchers. I know the true MMA guys train with Julio Diaz and all those great boxers in Coachella Valley and in Palm Springs.
Changing levels with the left hand was Rodriguez.
There you go.
There we go.
Nice takedown by Mark.
This kind of establishes control in the round. That was very smart. They call that a fight IQ. When you're like, all right, well, I got to do something to establish, me winning this fight. But wow, Johnny gets right up.
He's got that wall walk going, but down again.
They say if you don't do something with the takedown, or if you can't hold him down for a good enough amount of time, they kind of don't count it as a takedown. But however, as Johnny got back up, right away Mark took him back down. Now you need to circle the legs off the fence or away from the fence so that he can't rest. Johnny kind of grabbed the fence there.
Johnny, of course, listening to his trainers across the ring. He was in a good position where he was just getting schooled. Beautiful knee.
That's a very tough knee to eat because your solar plexus open up. Wow. Look how Mark just comes forward.
Mark's a bull. Mark is an absolute bull.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he got caught by the kick. He caught him.
But
5 seconds to go. He's in trouble. Oh, he got
He almost
robbed.
went down.
Wow.
Oh, Mark is wobbly.
It's
Now
over.
the fight is over.
It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the end of round number 2. Referee Mylan Ayers puts a stop to this contest Due to TKO, the fighter could not continue. Johnny Fearless Buster. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're coming to you on NBC Sports Net from the San Bernardino Fairgrounds in Victorville, California. The California Fight League continues on with the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 3 two-minute rounds of action in the featherweight division. At cage side, your 3 judges scoring the bout should it go the distance are Mike Bell, Jonathan Romero, and Glenn Paulson. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Mike El Jefe Beltran. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a Muay Thai specialist. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, he went in officially at 135 pounds even. Tonight, he makes his debut representing a bullpen of Muay Thai and fighting out of Victorville, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Frederick Powell Jr. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the cage out of the red corner. He's an MMA specialist. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he went officially at 135 pounds even. Tonight, he enters the cage undefeated. 3 wins with 0 losses, representing combat sports and fitness, and fighting out of Reno, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Cameron Sandoval. Once again, your referee in charge, Mike Beltran, to give the final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch goes now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on out and handle your business. Let's go.
This fight is in the bantamweight division. Frederick Powell Jr. in the Phuket top team trunks, fighting out of the blue corner, squaring off against Cameron Sandoval in the black trunks. This one's scheduled for 3 two-minute rounds at 1:35.
Both fighters coming out orthodox. Cameron with the red tape around his gloves. No touching of the gloves. Movement back and forth. Keeping his hands in tight. Oh, beautiful. Answers.
Frederick Powell will be all Muay Thai tonight, keeping Lisa happy.
Well, I will say, Frederick coming from William Sirapai's camp, I used to train with William back in the 90s. Some old school Muay Thai.
The bullpen is always done very good with as far as their Muay Thai for MMA. But it ends up that Cameron's able to get the takedown off of a kick and stuff him on the fence. Now he's controlling the body. We've seen this over and over tonight to where all the opponent needs to do is rotate the feet away from the center of the cage. That way the back is now on the mat. And it's not like they're not trying, because Frederick is trying to get back to his feet, and the best opportunity to do that is the fence. So he's climbing it constantly in this constant push-pull battle of endurance, strength, and now he's threatening a guillotine. Cameron needs to respect that. Muay Thai is not just evidently kickboxing. He started to hook the head there and lock up a choke. Cameron had to respect it. He stopped trying to get the takedown as much. Looks like Frederick is maybe trying to use the guillotine to get back to his feet. And if Cameron drives in, he's going to get the choke. Oh, wow.
On the choke. Interesting.
That was beautiful. Frederick did such a good job there. Cameron was smart, too. He didn't overexpose himself and drive in and sink that choke in. He kind of turned away and sat to his butt to fight the hands. You got to respect that.
You got to respect their endurance at that point. That takes a lot out of you.
Both fighters. Frederick's a lot tighter now. Before, his hands were down low. Cameron catches the kick, and up and down.
Beautiful dump.
Wow. That's the way you want to end the round. That is definitely the way you want to end the round. That was beautiful.
Memorable.
Wow. Cameron
It's
Sandoval. Mike Beltran will keep a close eye on the fingers of Frederick Powell Jr. going forward here into the second round. It is Frederick Powell Jr. in the Phuket red, white, and blue trunks. Cameron Sandoval in the black trunks.
Frederick feinted the kick and then threw the kick. Both fighters did a good job of cutting each other off. Frederick circled his back into the fence. Look how he does that roundhouse side kick. That's beautiful.
Looks like he's keeping his distance because it's really not going to be effective in any way, but Cameron doesn't seem to care.
Oh, wow. He connected with that check hook. I don't like how Frederick's winding up for his punches. It seems that Cameron was able to duck underneath and get that takedown pretty easy there.
Yeah, those were Batman punches, but I'm talking Batman from 1962.
that was a great series.
Almost looked like he went for a spinning reverse elbow, but at the end just said, camo rules. We won't be doing that today.
Right, now Cameron's in mount, guys. He needs to create separation between him and Frederick. As you can see, Frederick's holding him down. As they scoot closer to the fence, it's better odds for Frederick because escaping is a little bit more easier, as we've seen throughout this night. Cameron now unloading. If Frederick is able to put his feet in Cameron's armpits, he'll be able to escape this position. Nice job from Cameron. Beautiful. He's picking and choosing his shots. He's not looking for a submission. I haven't seen him like threaten a Kimura or an armbar. And Frederick's able to kind of hip every time Cameron goes to punch to deflect some punches.
Powell's corner is calling for him to buck or cage walk. One of the two.
Well, you want to get your body parallel to the fence so you have more leverage to step off the fence and drive off. Cameron's starting to unload now. Mike is looking to step in because as you see, Frederick's turning his back. Oh, wow.
That's it. Cameron Sandoval finishing off Frederick Powell Jr.
We get to throw it to Sonny now for your guys' decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 1 minute 45 seconds of round number 2. Referee Mike Beltran puts a stop to this contest due to a submission, due to a verbal tap out. He is your winner from Reno, Nevada, Cameron Sandoval. Ladies and gentlemen, once again on NBC Sports Net, we're coming to you from the San Bernardino Fairgrounds in Victorville, California. The California Fight League brings you the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of action in the middleweight division. Sponsored by Victorville Motors, Forbes Graphics and Signs, and Real Alkalized Water. Your 3 judges cage side should the bout go the distance are Jonathan Romero, Mylan Ayers, and Glenn Paulson. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Mike Bell. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's a freestyle fighter, standing 5 feet and 9 inches tall. He went officially at 160 pounds even. Tonight, he makes his debut, ladies and gentlemen, representing Brazilian top team and fighting out of Los Angeles, California, introducing Quincy Apex Holland. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the cage out of the red corner, also a freestyle fighter, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 160 ready pounds. He enters the cage tonight, 1 win with 1 defeat, representing a Cobra Kai and fighting out of Victorville, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Tony the Honey Badger Gomez. Once again, your referee in charge, Mike Bell, to give the final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, you got your instructions backstage. Defend yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Best of luck to both of you.
This fight is at a catch weight of 165 pounds. Quincy Apex Holland in the black trunks, fighting out of the blue corner. Antonio Tony Gomez, the Honey Badger, fighting out of the red corner. And there was a weight issue. That's why we're at 165. Maybe you can clear that up for us, Joe Daddy.
I believe Quincy had come in about 5 pounds or 6 pounds over, but Tony tried to have him cut a little bit extra, but he's going to take the fight anyway. A lot of times these guys train too hard not to fight. Both fighters coming out orthodox. Tony trying to get a couple feints out there. Quincy doing a good job. He's dropping his hands. I think he's going to swing with some power. Oh, wow. Tony with a great double leg. Quincy grabs the cage. Down on the mat now, into side control. Quincy has the head. He's trying to wedge the arm in. You can see that Tony's pulling the wrist off of the neck and maybe looking for a reverse key lock. Coming over to mount now, punching. Got to be careful in mount next to the fence. Quincy could step off the fence and drive him off. Tony doing a great job of staying on top, but Quincy reversing the position all the way to his own shot. Tony punching the body, throwing him by. Wow. Now back into the single leg. Tony has a double leg. Elevate! Down! Oh my gosh, that may be
Jump
the
of the
largest
night. Jump of the night.
I was going to say
I
it.
felt it over here.
I didn't want to sound biased. Normally at Cobra Kai, we only work on sweeping the leg. Now you got to make some distance between you and Quincy. You see how tight Quincy's able to hold on. Quincy's not giving up. That slam would take it out of a lot of people. Quincy reversed the position over there earlier, came back, took a big slam, and is now back to recovering, pulling down on Tony. This and how tired will Tony be after they focus and get in a new position from picking up Quincy. Quincy exposing his back. Tony trying to secure position and pin him down. The knee on the arm is a great way to pin your opponent down. You got to watch the strikes there. You don't want to hit the back of the head.
Michael Bell staying very close.
Now, Tony going for a rear naked strangle there, rear naked choke.
I
And
like the strangle.
it pulls
It's
him
very
over.
technical.
It's technically a strangle. Now, when you punch somebody in the ear like that, it guarantees it's a legal strike because you can't hit him in the back of the head. Great round for both fighters. I think I would lean towards Tony. Quincy showing great resilience, coming back after 2 takedowns, and I'm pretty sure if he would have been presented the opportunity to knock out Tony, he would have. Let's see if they're going to touch. No touching. Quincy keeping his hands low, coming in with a side kick.
Tony's just impressive. He's
Oh.
keeping his cool. Got a game plan.
got that double leg off of the kick. That's the problem sometimes if you're going to be active with the kicks. You got to set them up with your hands. If you don't set them up with your hands, the guy can read the kick and get the takedown.
Just leaves him open.
Oh, wow.
Tony
now,
going for that body slam once again.
Uses a lot of energy to pick him up, but also I think he's trying to take him to his corner. A lot of stuff at Cobra Kai, we practice like strategy, and one thing is walking him over to your corner so you can hear your corner and, you know, your instruction. It's very difficult when you get your heart rate above 140 to really think clearly, and everything comes instinctual.
Well, and that's one of the things that those that don't train in this don't understand, how important that corner is. Having that extra set of eyes that actually can see those openings that you can't.
It gets slippery when you fight on vinyl. This is a very quality canvas right now, so it's difficult. You have a lot of friction. It helps a puncher punch, as you see Tony posturing up and coming down, but it's very difficult to break the guard of Quincy. He's doing a good job of bringing the legs up, wrapping up the arms. He hasn't shown, he hasn't been in too much stress, even though he's on his back. He threw the kick, which put him on the back. You've seen Tony try to loosen him up with a few slams. Oh my gosh. And that time you saw his legs open from the slam. So that may be starting to take a toll on Quincy.
Holland closes up the guard, but you're right, if he keeps on doing that, he might not be able to close it up next time.
How much energy does it take out of Tony to be able to pick somebody up that was 6 pounds bigger than you, especially after you cut to make weight?
Right. Yeah, I bet Quincy's about $175 right now.
Beautiful.
It's a fantastic.
Oh, look at him. So he kind of went to help him up and then missed, and there was like, I need to get to my corner. Well, Tony keeping the eyes open, staring right at Quincy. Quincy seems to have caught his breath. Touch of gloves.
I got Gomez up 20-18 on my unofficial scorecard. I got Holland has to stop Gomez going into the third.
I think Quincy's going to look for a takedown on Tony. Sprawls. He was expecting it this time. Oh, very difficult to pick Quincy up. Him reaching back for the head allowed Tony to drive him to the mat. I don't know if Quincy was hoping to get that guillotine. When you have success with a move in the gym, it becomes a go-to. So in the fight, you want to kind of do it. He's doing a good job. Tony's got to be careful. If Quincy steps off that fence, he'll be able to kick him over. Pushing away, creating space, some hammer fists. You've got to aim for the back of the head. You can't. you can't just blindly punch. Now he's creeping in the Dan Severn, where he was trying, scooting the arm behind the head. In here, you're punching the ear, you're safe. You're coming up through the armpit, you're safe. And then you try to choke him. Bring it low and then come high. Now that's the Dan Severn when you see the hands locked behind the shoulder.
That looks... Oh.
You got to get ear to ear, though, to get proper leverage. You want your forearm on the back of the shoulder so that you can have the leverage on your hand to pull and strangle the person. And look at that. Quincy fought through that, got to his back, and got out of the choke.
I loved watching Severn's progression. You know, he started off hard wrestling, and he learned all those subs.
Right?
Yeah, he
didn't start a catch wrestler.
No, he didn't. He was traditional, and then he became so dangerous with his submissions.
Oh, you only get better. You get seasoned. He had some of the most exciting fights to date because there was very few rules. And now, look, Tony's trying to get that choke, but Quincy's doing such a good job of being on the defense the whole time. This is what staying in the fight is all about. This is what the referee's like, hey, show me a sign. Quincy's trying to get out of there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you got to batten down that cage, my friend. You don't open it until the fighters aren't there.
Sometimes the doc wants to get right in there as soon as possible. One of the hardest shots of the night Tony took was that fence.
Doctor's going to have to fix the damage that he did to him.
Yeah, both of these guys. You can see Quincy a little disappointed right now. He knows the takedowns may have not been in his favor. I wonder if maybe he was expecting to get the knockout and was training for the knockout, and that left him susceptible to getting taken down, because clearly he hits hard. I mean, his reach looks exceptional, and he's very aggressive. I wonder if Tony's game plan was always to get the takedown, or if he kind of changed it knowing that his opponent was a little bigger.
You can see how disappointed Quincy Apex Holland is. He's very bummed out. He's very disappointed in his performance. But I wouldn't say it was his performance that was lacking. I would just say that Antonio Gomez demanded it tonight.
Well, he pushed the grappling, and
He pushed the action. I mean, Quincy had the heart.
Oh,
he
man.
definitely had heart. To take that many slams and still keep fighting until the end, every round.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, even at the end there, he was working back to his feet. Very impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 exciting rounds of action, to the judges' scorecards we go. Jonathan Romero and Glenn Paulson sees about 30-26, while Judge Mylan Ayers sees about 30-24, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from Victorville, California, Tony, the Honey Badger Gomez. Ladies and gentlemen, we continue on with the next bout of the evening, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of action in the light heavyweight division, sponsored by the King of Beers Bud Light and Ram Trucks. Your 3 judges cage side scoring the bout should it go the distance are Mylon Ayers, Mike Beltran, and Glenn Paulson. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Jonathan Romero. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a kickboxing and boxing specialist. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he went officially at 186 pounds even. Tonight, he enters the cage undefeated. 1 win with 0 losses, representing Gary's Fitness System and fighting out of Fontana, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Eric Aceves. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the cage out of the red corner. He's a look-see-do fighter. Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, he went officially at 185 pounds even. Tonight, he makes his debut, ladies and gentlemen, from Cobra Kai and fighting out of Victorville, California. Here is Vicente Machete Alvarado. Once again, your referee in charge, Jonathan Romero, to give the final instructions.
All right, gentlemen, we've already been over instructed back in the dressing room. Remember, protect the signs, obey my commands at all times. We want to touch gloves, go ahead and do so now. Let's go ahead and go back to quarters and come out fighting at sound of the bell.
This fight is in the middleweight division. That's 185 pounds. Eric Aceves in the red trunks, fighting out of the blue corner. There you see him on the left-hand side of your screen. Conversely, on the right-hand side of your screen, fighting out of the red corner, Vicente Alvarado, Vicente the Machete. This fight scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 185.
Machete is a southpaw. He'll be coming out with the right hand in the lead. Eric, orthodox. This is an open stance fight, so big shots.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Knockout of the night! Holy smokes!
I've got no words. No words.
Wow!
Well, you called that earlier in our opener.
Wow!
I talked about that knockout of the night just a little bit ago. I said it's coming.
You called it. Lisa, the Black Widow King, called there will be a knockout of the night. And that was easily the knockout. That might be the knockout of 2019.
Century.
Yeah. I'll call it right now, possibly of 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 6 seconds of the very first round. Referee Jonathan Romero puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by way of a knockout and still undefeated from Fontana, California. From Victorville, California, Vicente Machete Alvarado. Ladies and gentlemen, the California Fight League is proud to present the co-main event of the evening, scheduled for 3 two-minute rounds of action in the light heavyweight division. Sponsored by Victorville Motors, Midway Home Solutions, and a Gridiron Pizza. Your 3 judges cage side scoring the bout should it go the distance are Mike Beltran, Mike Bell, and Glenn Paulson. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Mylan Ayers. Fight fans, here we go. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a Makina combative style fighter, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall. He went officially at 185 pounds even. Tonight, he makes his debut representing Alpha Fit and fighting out of Turlock, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Aaron Klinghardt. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the cage out of the red corner. He's a kickboxer, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in officially at 185 solid pounds. Tonight, he enters the cage undefeated, 2 wins with 0 losses, representing combat sports and fitness, and fighting out of Reno, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Connor COYNE. Once again, your referee in charge, Mylan Ayers, to give the final instructions.
All right, guys, we went over all the rules. Protect yourselves at all times. Make sure you follow my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Go back to your corners.
This fight is at 185. That's the middleweight division in mixed martial arts. Aaron Klinghardt, there you see him in the blue corner, will be squaring off against Connor COYNE in the red corner. Klinghardt is 3-1 and COYNE is 2-1. This fight scheduled for 3 two-minute rounds at 185. Third man in, Mylan Ayers. Here we go.
Both fighters are orthodox, touching the gloves, right to establishing that jab. Very good job out of Connor.
Oh.
Eats a left hand for a second. Comes back, Connor coming right back. He seems to be upset. He can, wow. Aaron
85!
connected.
Oh my goodness! We
This
have a
is
hockey fight.
Rock
It's a
'em,
hockey
sock 'em.
fight.
Rock 'em,
About
sock 'em.
150 punches thrown in that first 30 seconds.
That looked like some dirty boxing. It was beautiful. And neither fighter started to show fear. Like they kept on going.
No damage, but that was a lot of energy.
Oh my gosh. Now he's starting to throw straight down the middle, which is really good. Connor's not just coming wide. Got to be careful. Touching the gloves, incidental. Connor is cutting him off. He connected with that cross, and then Aaron came over with a hook. This is a classic loopy punch, straight punch. Connor's definitely the aggressor right now.
Connor has Klinghardt up against the cage. That's where he wants him, but now he backs up and lets the fight come back to the center of the cage.
Now, I think these fighters got wind that the last fight was just such a knockout. Early on, they were like, we're going to repeat that.
Everybody's fighting for fight of the night.
He tried to throw that same head kick. Oh, he's able to connect. Aaron was able to connect with that left. But I've seen Aaron look at his corner a couple times, which can get you in trouble. If Connor catches him looking, he could throw a punch down the middle because you know he's not paying attention. All it takes is one that you don't see coming. Oh, nice. He ended up switching stance to throw that left high kick. Back to orthodox. Shoots a double. Connor tries to lock up a guillotine and use it to reverse him.
The whizzer.
And he's holding on. He kept the head, and he used it to get on top.
Oh,
Almost
he's
gonna
he's
choke.
under the chin. He's under the chin.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh!
Saved by the bell.
Wow. At the end, though, Klinghardt made a very strong proposal that he won that round with that choke sunk in under the chin. He needed about another 5 or 10 seconds.
Wonder if Connor's nervous now, because you've got to respect that. That's a fight ender.
Strong case made by Aaron Klinghardt out of Alpha Fit.
Aaron catches a mean right hand on the chin and throws back immediately. I mean, it looked like it definitely connected, and did a little bit of damage, but then he started throwing back, pivoting, getting out of position. You know, this is a test to his training. You know, when you go with a good team and you've got a good coach, it's not your first time ever put in distress, especially under fatigue with the pressure of these big lights. He did a great job there.
Klinghardt has a 3-inch height advantage, probably has reach over COYNE. He probably wants to keep this fight long if he can.
Aaron's starting to pick it up. Connor's still the aggressor, but now Aaron has glimpses of coming forward.
Yeah, he's getting some distance now.
He's now starting to mix it up a little bit. I'd like to see more legs.
Of course you would. And I mean, I would too, especially if you've got it. Why don't you just flaunt it? Keeping him away with those kicks. Threatening the kick sets up your hands. But Connor put him against the fence. That kind of takes away all the whole advantage of the leverage. Connor going for a single leg dump, but Aaron pulls him back up. If your opponent is high, you want to pull him higher. If he's low, you want to push him lower. Now he's giving up his back. Connor's got the back. He's on one knee. See how he's sagging on that leg to try to prevent Aaron from being able to get up. Aaron's a force. He doesn't stop.
Aaron is definitely a tank.
He looks like he could be related to Stefan Struve.
He's got some height.
Definitely.
6'2", and a half.
Both these fighters have some potential. I mean, there's not a lot of upper weights out there, and both of these guys are going forward. They have chins. They have heart. That's a tough round to call.
Another tough round to call.
Now, we've seen it time and time again. Aaron has switched stance and then thrown that left high kick. When your opponent's tired, that high kick is there, and it's dangerous. So let's see if we see it again. Both fighters wasting no time trying to knock each other out.
Oh, my goodness. This is a great one at 185. I have very, very, very edged Klinghardt over COYNE 20 to 18 after 2 rounds. But
wow.
Again, look at how do you judge this? They're trading. Yeah. They're both trading.
Now, his corner definitely said, hey, you could be down this fight. You need to finish. Wow. And that opened him up to get taken down. Jeez, what heart. He went out there. He's like, man, I got to finish this fight. I could very well be down 2 rounds. I'm going to try to knock this guy out right now. Look at him stuff for a triangle. He's, locking it. If he grabs his ankle and now Connor sits back.
He's trying.
Wow. Jeez, I wish I had long legs. I can't do this. I'm not able to shoot that triangle like these guys are.
From that distance.
No way. Armbar attack. The blood may have helped him slip out of that. Wow. Connor is doing a great job of being not only defensive from those submissions, now aggressive. Yeah. He's got the back. He's locking in the choke.
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's not under the chin, but you can still choke the face.
Yeah.
You try not to crank your opponent. You try not to do moves that you don't want done to you, but when it comes to winning, I guess you'll do anything. Some people. Now, you got to be careful. Look at those ankles. They're crossed. And if Aaron would have locked his legs over it, he could have hipped in and actually ankle locked him there. Let's see if we see some ear shots here. Wow, what tremendous heart from Aaron. He had his back taken. He's been working this whole time trying to get out of this position. Just amazing. This is definitely one of the best fights.
Another great fight.
These guys put it all out there. Now, Connor knows that he needs to do something for the judges to make sure he gets their swag. So
This is another tough decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 exciting rounds of action, to the judges' scorecards we go. Judges Mike Beltran and Glenn Paulson both see the bout 30-27, while Mike Bell sees it 29-28, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision from Reno, Nevada, Connor COYNE. This is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by Camo, CEO JT Steele, Supervisor and Lead Inspector David Dinkin, your timekeeper Tiffany Ayers, ringside position Dr. Matthew Potts. Your 3 judges scoring this bout should it go the distance are Mike Bell, Jonathan Romero, and Glenn Paulson. And the man in charge of the action at the bell, your referee, Mike El Jefe Beltran. 3 3-minute rounds of action in the welterweight division for the interim CFL Welterweight Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the San Bernardino Fairgrounds in Victorville, California, where battles are fought and champions are made. Ladies and gentlemen, let the battles begin. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's a freestyle fighter, standing 6 feet even. He winning officially at 155 pounds even. Tonight, his record stands 3 victories against 2 defeats, representing Adrenaline Combat Sports and fighting out of Highland, California. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Alex Campos. And introducing his opponent, fighting across the cage out of the red corner. He's an MMA specialist, standing 5 feet 8 inches tall. He winning officially at 155 pounds even. Tonight, he enters the cage undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 wins and no losses, representing combat sport and fitness, and fighting out of Reno, Nevada, here is James Jimbo Slice White. Once again, your referee in charge, Mike El Jefe Beltran.
All right, John, been over the rules already. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves now if you want. The sound of the bell, come on up, handle your business. Let's go.
Got to get that microphone around the mustache. Not always easy. All right, this is our main event on the night. It is for the 155-pound strap. That is the lightweight strap, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Fighting out of the blue corner, you see him right there, Alex Campos. And his opponent on the right-hand side of your screen, James Jimbo Slice White, fighting out of the red corner. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds for the strap. Here we go.
I loved how James flexed on him, literally screaming. He's so pumped. Let's see if it correlates right now in the fight, if he ends up throwing something right away. Oh, leads with a head kick, James. And then a spinning back kick. So far, nothing out of James. My bad. It was Alex. Through the spinning back kick up, and then the double leg attempt. Kimura attack. Look, Alex locking up that Kimura from the takedown. Uh-oh. Oh, the grip is locked. Oh, no.
He's pushing.
It's hard. You can't flip out of that when the cage is there. Look how calm he is. Was he in danger? Yes. Was James in danger? Absolutely. And he shows nothing but poise. This is for a belt, though. A lot of times people will let their arm get snapped, and that looks like it's snapping.
Ouch, ouch, that one hurt. He's definitely got that grip.
Oh my gosh. Now, he's got to keep his weight on it because it's the ability to rotate it that'll snap the shoulder. Normally you break the shoulder in this Kimura attack.
Oh, now the forearm of White is under the chin of Campos.
Yeah, but can you choke him with one
arm
hand?
choke.
This is crazy.
Oilnick can.
This is
What's
so
his name?
crazy.
Oilnick?
Oh my gosh, you look at his face, he's in the mat. Oh my gosh. Beautiful job.
He tapped, that's it. That's it. James Jimbo Slice White wins the 155-pound California Fight League title. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 1 minute 30 seconds of the very first round. Referee Mike Beltran puts a stop to this contest, declaring your winner by submission due to a rear naked choke And now the CFL welterweight champion from Reno, Nevada, James Jimbo Slice White.
Look how happy